All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the YouTube Dialectical episode 1. My board of Jumpin' Bron. That's the title of the show, which is loosely based on some of the first videos that you're going to see on the show. So my name is Paul Gordon, and this is a show. It's got YouTube Dialectical. Don't read too much into that, or read much into it. I'm kind of new. Do what you want, man. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a fed, okay? I'm not a fucking fed, so chill the fuck off. There it is. So this is what we're going to be talking about in some way, shape, or form, and I thought I'd start us off just real quick with this. This is Morgan Powers, Black Coffee. I'm just going to play like a brief little snippet here. Let's see if I can get away with like 5 seconds. Little teaser.
Blackbird, baby, you've grown so sour. I'm sorry.
All right. Got it at a good time. A lot of notes there to contemplate. But it's I highly recommend it, and I do this thing every week. Actually, I'm overdue on the one for last week, but I do these things called I just call them really original. I stuck my hand way deep into the super secret awesome idea bag before I came up with calling it Paul Gordon's Top 100 Songs of the Week ending whatever date. That's the title. And what I do is I create a top 100 list, which is composed of a whole bunch of different forms of music. And then I have an alternative top 50 list. And I keep the alternative top 50 list. I keep the playlist. I keep the documentation that they were on listed that week, their name. So, if the YouTube channel disappears, the name is still there. And an embedded playlist from either Futuric or from my Paul Gordon channel. Actually, yeah, if you're new to this channel, man, check out some of my playlists. I got some trippy ones, man. Y'all want to go down some rabbit holes? I got some fucking rabbit holes, all right? I got some weird stuff. Yeah. I don't even know all the things I have anymore. I study things, strange things. Well, strange to me. I'm sure there are those probably extremely seasoned professional meme warriors that when they see the quote-unquote dark rabbit holes that I have laying available to the public, they'll scoff at my rabbit holes. They'll, oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a level 3. It's a level 3. That's a bloody level 3. Look at that. The simpleton. My God. Why? Why are they all simpletons? Well, anyway. So, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about Lebron, and I don't know. I thought we'd start off with something kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird. I'm going to transition here to, let's see. This is open borders means anarchy and lawlessness. I'll show you this here in a moment. There's the title, if you could see it up. If you're watching on video, if you're listening to the podcast, please don't try to look up and to write in the screen, because that'd be weird. But it's open borders means anarchy and lawlessness. So this is to Pastor James White of Alpha and Omega Ministries, and I'm just going to try to jump ahead here, and let's just see. Let's see. I think we want to get a close-up of this. I'm going to jump in at a random point here. So this isn't like, I'm doing like a deep analysis. I'm just going to, and if something pops, great. And if it doesn't pop, then I'll move on.
Determine how roads are going to connect with one another, who can get to beyond the roads.
Are you kidding me? So the first thing He's literally maroons. Maroon. I got to go back a little bit. This is worth going back. This is worth exploring. All right, come on.
Can't do any of that without borders. And I hear these people. I mean, we have, what took place in New York in this primary election with the defeat of a liberal, and we need to stop using the term liberal, by the way. Liberal doesn't mean anything anymore.
Okay. I'm going to skip ahead. Okay. I don't want to spend all day with you, buddy.
In another fashion. Couldn't do it militarily, so they invaded the universities. And people eventually...
You know what, buddy? I'm sorry. I've lost the plot on that one. I'm sorry. So, what I get from this... So, yeah, I'll probably listen to this sometime later on. Who knows where it might show up and if it will at all. But I respect James White. I obviously don't necessarily believe that that the coercive enterprise model is the only governance model that God would allow. So we have a differing view there. So, but anyway, it was interesting. I just randomly came in, and it was about maroons. So thank you for that levity. I appreciate it, buddy. Now we're going to go on to our next story here, which is Jalen Rose Lakers have already won. All right.
There's the cover of the Los Angeles Daily.
Right,
when you first saw it, it certainly it still is. Magic and LeBron in the same.
All right. Let's back it up a little bit. All right. Now let's go forward a little bit. There we go. So then we'll just switch it over to let's get a little closer, Reels, and let's listen to what he has to say.
LeBron in the same place at the same time, that's transcendent. And that has zero to do with basketball. It has nothing to do with how many championships they may or may not win. You have the initial...
I keep flickering over the pause because I'm like, dude, say something.
Initial Hall of Fame mogul, as I call him. A guy that currently runs the Los Angeles Lakers while he's the owner, has followed in his footsteps, not being a transformational athlete. It's just fascinating that we've compared LeBron James to Magic Johnson for so very long. Basketball.
Huge free agent fish that he wanted. What was your...
On and off the floor, they're parallel and they're working together for a common goal. It is awesome.
And so Magic gets the huge free agent fish.
So very long, basketball-wise. Now, on and off the floor, they're...
Certainly didn't come as a shock.
Dude, where do you say...
to do with basketball. It has nothing to do with how many championships they may or may not win. Okay. You have the initial Hall of Fame mogul, as I call it.
All right. Well, I'm going to trust that it's in there somewhere. Screw you, man. You know what? This is my first. This is just a. This is an official show, so this will be a little sloppy. But I think what I'll do for shows going forward is I might have them time marked. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy's ready. Listen, let me say this, okay? Now, I am not a basketball expert at all. Like the people, I listen to some basketball blogger dudes and dudettes. I don't know if I have a dudette basketball blogger dude person, female, whatever, non-entity form, giving me joyful deliveries of information that is entertaining to me at some level. I don't have any one of those in a variety that someone could loosely define as female. So I apologize for only having all, I'll say genetically or well, I don't know, man. Whoa, I hate that. I don't know. I don't always know. So anyway, and that's cool that I don't know. I don't want to know, man. Why are you doing this to me, dude? There's like this little guy that's in my head, and he's like, okay, so there's this one part of me, and this guy's like, you know what, kids? Listen, man. We're going to run a tight ship. We're going to get our shit lined up. Going to get our fucking research done. We're going to line this fucking shit up. We're going to press a button and like a fucking Rube Goldberg machine, this fucking baby's going to write itself, man. Fucking content's just going to swirl out like fucking gold. Just with a few buttons here and there. And then there's this other part, and this other part is like in between buttons, getting ready to hit the next button. The other part's like, but wait, go back. Hold on. What was that? Oh, and then everything falls apart. So I'm going to try to keep that guy contained. I can't say it's going to be with his consent. So I don't know if it's a NAP violation, if you fundamentally violate the cognizant choice of one of your many distinct characters that at some level are real. Maybe they're not. Never mind. All right. Let's go on to the next story. Actor Terry Crews. Okay.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Oh, man. Dude, I didn't
anywhere
switch back up, man.
where there is a power dynamic is where this problem is really rampant.
Okay, that's interesting.
I've seen it.
Let me go back here.
Thank you for your question, Senator. Anywhere where there is a power dynamic.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch anymore. I don't want to go too deeply into this, but I caught that before, and that was like this brief little ligamagoga. So this little magaga, whatever it is, that this little blurb or whatever. Power dynamic. That language spoke to me, man, because of the way that I look at the world. I look at the world through I try to understand the reality of power. And this guy's talking about getting all groped, I guess, well, you know what? I'll play a little bit more. Let me see if he plays his story really quickly.
Is type of behavior is expected, that it's part of the job, that this harassment, abuse, even rape is part of your job description. And
holy moly,
I sit here before you.
Whoa! That was pretty heavy there.
Over these dreams, and what happens is that you get tricked into thinking that this type of behavior is expected, that it's part of the job.
Oh, okay.
That this harassment, abuse, even rape is part of your job description, and.
I think what he means is it's part of you're going to expect this if you want to be doing okay in Hollywood.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Crews, I'd like to just continue.
Oh, gosh. I don't even want to see him.
He says he was drunk. He said he was under, he wasn't himself. And I immediately, the first reaction was to be violent. And I immediately held back.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Oh, my gosh. Did you hear that? Oh, that was comedy gold there. Hold on. Should I be comedy golding it? Yeah, okay. It's worth it going back.
And I immediately held back.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why?
Oh my gosh, please say that again. That's so hot. Dude, that's hot.
And I immediately held back.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Well, folks, do what you do, man. That's something to use. Look at her. She looks like she's like, I don't understand. I wanted you. I wanted everything there was about you. You're so powerful. You're so imposing. You're so invincible. And yet you were sexually assaulted and you did nothing. You, my big strong man, has been felled. He's been felled. I am a Hollywood geek. See, that's what's really going on there. So, anyway, let's see if he's got anything else for us here.
You only have a few chances to make yourself a viable member of the community. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I have seen many, many young black men who were provoked into violence. And they were in prison, or they were killed, and they're not here. My wife.
Alrighty. Well, that sounds interesting. I think I'm gonna come back to that. I think that seems pretty cool. Thank you. That's another video that I'll probably watch as I fall asleep into the ether. I ether sleep. That's what I do. I'm an ether sleeper. Let's get this next story here.
I'm King Fame. Today I want to talk to you about
wait. I can never get exactly what your name is. King something. I never get it right. Let me see if I can hear it.
I'm King Fame, and today I want
King Fame. Damn. You know what? I think I did remember it once, and then I forgot. I apologize. So this is King Fame. Okay. So story of King Fame runs a channel, L of the Day. Okay. You know what? Hold on for a second, folks, because I think that this warrants a YouTube channel search for L of the Day. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little bit of L of the Day here. So there he is. There's L of the Day, dude, Mr. L. So we got. I notice he doesn't have a video on. Like a trailer video. That's interesting. So I discovered him, I don't know, a few weeks ago, a few months ago. I don't know. It's all a blur. But I discovered him when he was at about 1,200 subscribers. And that was after he had just experienced a bit of a bump in traffic because he covered the Alinity girl, the whatever her name is, that she copy strike PewDiePie's. She copy struck the PewDiePie's for basically for reviewing a video in which she was part in it, or a clip of her. The show was in it, and he referred to her as the Thought. Which is, you can Google that. It's THOT. You want to look at the Urban Dictionary definition of the word thought. And I'll let you do the rest. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole I refuse to go down, at least right this second. But anyway, he made a video, and then not only did she go after PewDiePie, but apparently the company also went after him. And so the people rallied around him. And when I caught him right as that was starting to build. But as soon as I went there, I saw other videos by this dude, and like, this dude is fucking awesome, man. Fucking King Fame. Dude, King Fame is where it's at. And he's awesome. He's just he got a great delivery. You know, again, I'm attracted to people that look at the related channels. Alinity, PewDiePie. Right there they are. There they are. Okay. Anyway. I'll move on. I don't want to get distracted by the YouTube dramas, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of like the YouTube dramas. And but L of the Day, he's been in YouTube dramas. He ain't in for the YouTube. Well, maybe he is. I don't know what he's really into. I don't know. I don't know into his heart and his soul. But he's fucking awesome. So this is Fortnite YouTuber Arena Closer. Oh yeah. Let me just let me get a brief of this.
About a channel known as Arena Closer. Arena Closer is a Fortnite YouTube channel. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I don't care about Fortnite, and that's fine. But this video is deeper than Fortnite. This video is about credibility, honor, thievery, plagiarism. So allow me to explain all of that to you after I roll.
Okay, I'm gonna skip his B-roll.
A smaller YouTuber known as.
But his B-roll. Fuck you, Paul. Fuck you, and the words that come out of your mouth. No, his little opening little thing, video bump I call him, but whatever.
Brian Keeley made a post that made it to the very top of the Fortnite subreddit, where he claimed that Arena Closer, the bigger YouTuber I mentioned earlier, not only took a clip that he created with his hard work and used it without his permission, but also took the entire video pretty much and pretended that it was his own hard work without giving any credit to Ryan whatsoever. The post ended up getting around 18,000 upvotes of people who were very upset.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this later. So this is, I just saw this story. A couple other folks are talking about it too, but I'll definitely be watching the whole L of the Day video, because you know what I really love about his videos? Let me go back to show you can see there. Look in the back behind him there. There he is. He's sitting in front of his bed. Now, most of the time you would see him, his bed was not made. Okay? Like almost all of the time. And I even commented on it. And I wasn't being sarcastic. I wasn't trying to be mean. I thought there was something that he was doing there, like why the bed was always messy. Like he's like double, triple ninja-ing me with some deep info jujitsu or something. But anyway, he still does the videos right sitting on his bed. But now the bed is always made. So, okay. Oh, are you too good? Are you too good for a messy bed? Is that what the problem is? By the way, he has 41,000 subscribers now. And that all happened within, I don't know, span of maybe the last 7 to 8 weeks. But the thing is with him, when there was a spike of people that came to his channel, which mostly came through PewDiePie. As a matter of fact, I found him through PewDiePie. So, but most of the people that came discovered what I discovered. When you go to the channel, you're like, this dude is like, he's been making videos consistently, day in, day out. And, you know, he's stuck at maybe 30, 40 views. And, I mean, I did notice, like, just before I found him, it looked like he was like maybe around, I don't know, 200 or so subscribers, something like that. And then he jumped up to 1,500 or to somewhere around there when I joined in, and then he's just been exploding, and it's because he's got tons and tons. You know, that's one. You know, it's a lesson there. You know, it's something I just cranking out content. You know, for all of you that are trying to build your audience in one way, shape, or form. I mean, the idea is you just keep pumping stuff out there. And like if and when something happens to get a viral moment, when they go, they're going to find plenty of other cool stuff on your channel if you just keep making content all the fucking time. Like this, and it's not just that he made content. I mean, you can make a lot of content that's garbage, but it's just his content is pretty spot on. Yeah, okay. I've given you enough. There you go. By the way, he's not a sponsor of the show. Just so you guys know. And I don't know him personally in any way, shape, or form. We have had a couple of brief interactions in his comments, but that's about it. We're not dating, okay? Okay, so let's just end the rumors now. People saying that it's wrong. It's really wrong. Let's get to the next story.
Boys! Yes,
okay, so we just got Giant Dart. Okay.
On the menu today,
I knew
Derek.
this was coming, so.
Fridge!
Yeah. Okay, great. Super.
So the line.
Great.
Now
Let's
that's
just
definitely
go.
fair enough. That's a huge
Hold on,
effort.
hold on. Let's go.
Yeah,
for that.
no, we're getting there. We are
Okay, here we go. All right,
This
let's
is
get
one
into that.
heck of a good way to say goodbye to Scott's fridge.
All right.
Now,
This
Stanford,
is how
what
we do it.
needs to be said? This dart's crushed everything.
Just fucking do it, man.
And now it's got the fridge.
Stop.
It's got to get through like
By the way,
that bit of metal.
this is like
This bit of
8
metal.
minutes and 22 seconds
then
into this
like
fucking video.
Yeah, it may not. You
Come
know.
on, man.
I reckon
Do
there's
it.
a chance it may
No,
stop
I don't
about
blame
here.
him. I totally don't blame
Yeah,
him.
I'm
And
sort
plus,
of
you
in
got to
that
hit
sort
that.
of mindset,
Apparently,
right?
that paradigm. You need to get your
Hey,
video
Aaron.
about like
Yes,
11
Stanford?
minutes.
Do you think it's going to
10
go to the bottom?
over
I
10
can't say
minutes?
no to the giant dart.
Nah.
And you need people to watch your video. So you got to really give them a reason to watch your video. So I don't blame these dudes at all. I'm just busting your chops, man. I'd do the same thing if I was you. I'd just milk that puppy for all its 10 minutes worth to get that big payday at the end and get a lot of views with a lot of watch times per view. So yeah, totally. Anyway.
He is compelling.
The big ticket.
Let's do it.
The big fridge.
Come on.
In 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Jeebus!
Where is it? Where is it?
Giant dart.
Dude, that's not right. Hold on. Let me just go back. All right. What do we got? Can we do the, can we watch this in some Oh, man. Oh, yeah. There we go. Here we go. Ready? Okay. We're gonna slow this down a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, let's just watch this.
One.
You know what? I'm gonna mute him for a second because he sucks. So I don't want to hear him going. One. I don't want to hear any of him doing anything. Actually, just drop the frickin' dart on the fucking refrigerator, which is what they did, and that's that, man. All right, so go to the next story here. So this is there we go. Oh, dude, I don't want to listen to you like that anymore. Don't want to listen to you like that anymore. Dude, I can do like sometimes fast foods.
To the World Cup match between Brazil.
Wish I could do that. So this is I was rooting for Mexico, man. I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Mexico needs a win. A lot of bad shit happened in their country lately.
One-on-one. Let's see if the superstar can produce something special here. It is Neymar, clever back heel.
But they made it, and that was big enough for them for. Oh, there's one of the goals. Oh, that's a shame. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. I was rooting for Mexico. Oh well. I don't want to get too caught up in crass nationalistic sports state of unstate baseology, although still bummed.
Hello, I'm Simon Whistler. You're
and
watching
it's
Today I Found Out. New video today.
What do we got? Let's see. Does Mountain Dew really lower sperm? All right, come on. Where are we at here?
Culprit here. So now let's look at the other proposed cause of sperm problems and Mountain Dew, tartrazine, which is also known as yellow dye number 5. Tartrazine has been used in food, ice creams, drugs, and for watching. And now for some bonus.
Thank you for watching.
And Malcolm Gladwell.
3 fingers down, and this.
We suggest, besides ensuring the guy drinks copious amounts of Mountain Dew, you should also make the woman jump up and down several times and then douche herself with Coca-Cola after copulation.
Nice.
There is no way she could possibly get pregnant then. Just before we get into the bonus fact for today's episode, let me tell you a bit about Masterclass.
I think that it's safe to say that what was said there was you crazy? Are you seriously asking if Mountain Dew really lowers sperm count? Is you crazy? Is you crazy? Y'all better step back, man. Y'all better just get back with that. Plus, Mountain Dew is the breakfast of champions. It's nectar of the gods. Mountain Dew is, when people say Mountain Dew, I stop for a second. Little recitation. Thank the Lord for Mountain Dew. Always acknowledge it. You never know, and you never know. One day Mountain Dew is gonna show up, and like a soda bar, I guess, a bar with talking soda cans, whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck people do. So that's the movie. Soda cans showing up in fucking bars. Oh man, that's the punchline. It's soda cans, right? But you only show them in bars drinking beer out of beer cans, which are not animate. And that's all they drink is beer. Fucking soda cans. Fucking Mountain Dew sitting down. And just drinking a Yingling lager. Out of a can, of course. I mean, come on. You tell me that's not a beautiful fucking image. So anyway, Mountain Dew walks into soda bar and I don't know, Dr. Pibb comes forward with stories. A little iffy. Dr. Pibb's got some text messages, but, Mountain Dew's got a lot more. It kind of makes Dr. Pibb look a little bit like, he's a psycho. But at the same hand, even though you're looking at Dr. Pibb and thinking, he's a psycho, you're still thinking, oh, Mountain Dew. Oh, that nasty. That nasty what you did. Why you do that? That nasty. So, yeah, you never know when that's going to happen. So whenever you hear someone say Mountain Dew, you stop for a while and say, okay, thank you, Lord, for the Mountain Dews. Well, thank you, Mountain Dew. Thank you for that moment. I think we've all enjoyed that moment, and we're moving on to the far left. Has even begun to regard... Oh, this is Tim Pool. No, this isn't Tim Pool. This is Stixinhammer. This is the Democrat Republican or the Republican Democrat. So, anyway, that's another story. I don't know if I'll talk about that now, but I'm more interested in this. So let's dude. The hell?
Hello, I'm Simon Whistler.
Dude, I don't want that, man. I wonder that needs to be in there, dude.
All right,
okay, you guys heard a glitch in the machine, and I apologize for that. I don't really think it's appropriate for you to hear certain things. So here we're going to be looking at the far left has, let me see if I can, there you go. The far left has even begun to regard Bernie Sanders as not leftist enough. And this is Sticks and Hammer 66. So let's just get you booted up here, buddy, and let's see what you got to say, man. Give me a little shine on
everyone, it's time to talk about sides, Trump's people, they spew out lies. Very quickly, people realized, hey, the term actually more ably applies to CNN and MSNBC and groups like that. The groups that spawned the term and began trying to weaponize it are actually the ones that fall under that moniker, to the point where now they're begging people to stop saying fake news. Sort of like when they make up any other newspeak term. Well, linguistics are an interesting thing. You can control people's minds. Mind control isn't just a superpower. It's a very real phenomenon. It's done every single fucking day. But now,
get to the fucking
abolish ICE has come to mean a more literal thing to certain groups within the Democratic Party. If you listen to like Maxine Waters, when she uses favor to win back the Senate, this is the party. The actual far left are a mockery of everything. They don't understand how the world works, and they are literally now scrambling to try to create a borderless society. They're also in the process definitely helping Trump, because he can take pictures of what they've said and slap them on campaign ads. Oh, yeah, the left's, here we have Nancy Pelosi proclaiming that she wants to enforce immigration, but here we get a...
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you there. That was a lot of noise. And I got a little bored, and I kind of drifted off. I was like, oh, man, why did I even put this on the list? There was probably a reason, and I don't remember what the reason was, but I was hoping, usually you see something in the very beginning at least, just something that would have him say, because I've seen it. Tim Pool's actually covered this, how the left is turning on Bernie Sanders. He's not far left enough. So I think that's interesting that I feel like the more extreme elements from all, well, not all, but many political tribes, especially amongst the largest political tribes, that they feel a lot more comfortable just coming out with all the stuff that they knew would scare the bejesus out of people before. It's like, dude, man, when we had Clinton in the White House, and he just he stood up and raped that monkey in front of everybody, and that went away, and he overcame raping a monkey in the middle of a press conference. Yeah, he did that. Fucking did that, man. You can't find it anymore, by the way. Fucking flat earthers took all the video. Flat earthers. The feds, by the way. Flat earthers are feds. Every single one of them. And, yeah. So, the flat earthers are feds. Say this 3 times for me. The flat earthers are feds. The flat earthers are feds. The flat earthers are feds. Anyway, so I think that the flat earthers are the ones that are having certain things happen. Reporting and stealing the video documentation that would have showed what I just described. So it's gone. So you can't blame me for the fact that it's gone. Okay, I'm just telling you that it was there, and now it's gone. So there we go with Mr. Sticks and Hammer. Thank you for your input. Let's go back to our list. Let's see where we're at next. We have the falling onto a giant water balloon. Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Gav. I'm Dan. We're the slow-mo.
The slow-mo guys. I don't watch these guys regularly, but I do watch them with some degree. Let's see if we can line something up here. Come on, just Honey, sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I can't sing that song. Actually, mister, that's not your problem. Your problem is you can't sing any song. Oh, yuck, 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 yuck. All right, I got that lined up. All right, let's watch this. Let's see what happens. Look, the way I stalled for time for... Now, for those of you that are just listening to the podcast, you're going to miss a dude jumping, falling onto a giant water balloon at 12,500 feet per second. Slow-mo, guys. All right.
Lovely bald spot going on there.
By the way, they're not moving at 12,500. That's the camera that's capturing all this. Yeah, you probably got that, though, because you're smart. That's why you're listening to this fucking show right now. You're like, this fucking show is the fucking shitty shits, man. Have you watched this fucking show, man? Fucking show will trip you out, man. I'm telling you, you'll be tripping. You'll be tripping.
Friar tuck action. Almost identical way of falling there as well.
Yeah, I think you've definitely found your way.
Wow, you've definitely found your way. You know, before you left that platform, I could not say of you that you found your way. But in that brief milli of time, I've come to realize that you can, in fact, find your way.
Reps, and then it split.
Whoa!
It split from around the edge and came up to me.
That's a weird one. I don't think
That's
we've seen that
devastating.
before.
That
You
is
see, on this one, I pretty much
devastating.
just hit the floor.
That's a
and
cool
the balloon
image,
sort of washed
man.
away. And the first
That's
one,
a
it felt
cool
like almost
image.
like cushioned me and then let me go. It was much more comfortable.
All right, so I'm not going to say anything more about that. I think that if you're you know, I don't know, should I give color commentary to the audio podcast side? So the guy dove down into a giant water balloon, and it broke, and we got to see it happen in slow-mo time with fantastical narration by myself. And I was assuming that the narration was enough to entertain you, but I just got this note from one of the personalities in my head who's informed me that, in point of fact, that was not the case. And I needed to address the matter in as rapid a manner as possible, but within a way that was natural to the flow of the show and didn't draw too much tension. Oh, fuck. All right. So, anyway, we're going to move on, man. We've got the next story here. Oh, and this isn't a story. It's a little song. I might play this a few times. Let's give it a little... So this is a song called Death of My Ego by Matt McGinn. And that image there is from the egoist philosopher Max Stirner, who lived from 1806 to 1856. And he wrote this book called Ego in His Own in 1846, just 2 years before the 1848 revolutions, which would come to naught and would shift Marx dramatically in his thinking. So much so that you talk about Marx in terms of two different people, the young Marx and the elder Marx or the later Marx. Anyway, let's just hear a snippet of this song.
The key to the place where I am free, a world that only I control. Deep in my heart and deep in my mind and deep in the depth of my ego. Lies a treasure chest, a world that only I can know. I can love you dearly, I can love you true, I can love you long and love you well. But I must have my own song, only me can sing, my own tale that only I can tell. Deep in my heart and
The Breakthrough, giving you the most objective commentary.
RB the Breakthrough. I think I called you incorrectly, RB the Breakdown, on the last video. So let's go forward. Let's get this booted up. How's come I can't see this, man? What's going on there? All right, hold on.
As we do know, LeBron James did just sign his contract there, and with.
All right, let's see what he has to say. Let's get you put up to a nice. Oh, we're already there, man. Dude, I didn't need to go back. I thought it was on list, but I'm on up close. These are names for scenes in OBS. This is how I make this show. I use OBS. It's free. It's free fucking software. You should fucking use it. Seriously, don't fucking bother me about it, though. Don't like say, yo, man, I got that OBS. Can you show me how to use it? No, sir. No, ma'am. I cannot. Unless, of course, you're like a deep, close, personal, intimate association that I hold dear to me, such as my dog. Like if Max, my dog Max, if he wanted me to help him with OBS, I'd be fucking on it. Like, buddy, you got it. You motherfucking got it. If you have max level entry into my life, then maybe I'll help you with OBS. Otherwise, ain't gonna happen. So let's see what RB's got slinging here about this. Is obviously about the big news that LeBron has basically signed with one of the evil empires of the NBA, the fucking LA Lakers. Come on, man. I'm a Sixers fan. Sixers fans traditionally, they don't like the Lakers. Fucking hate the Lakers. I remember things, and I'm not going to repeat them. Like I'm not like a super. I don't watch a lot of basketball. As a matter of fact, really, I don't watch a lot of sporting events. Period. I don't have time. I watch highlighted versions most of the time. One of the few places that I still watch complete games, man, that would be like, yeah, when football season starts. Daddy's going to watch him some football games. Yes, he is. Don't even fuck with me, man. I'm watching some damn football games. So, so this guy, RB the Breakthrough, dude, you know, I mean, if he and I were to get into a debate, maybe if we got into a debate that's, okay, I had to defend that LeBron James was a better all-around player than Muggsy Bogues, he would somehow win because of his basketball knowledge. So, like, yeah. That still doesn't mean that I can't listen to him and find stuff to say. Well, you know, you didn't put the period in there. Or I can, or I can't. Whatever. Let's see what you got to say there, buddy.
With not even 24 hours yet being passed in free agency, in the same day Magic Johnson pulled the biggest heist, he got JaVale McGee and Lance Stevenson, making the Lakers stronger while also making the Golden State Warriors weaker, especially with their only weakness, which is rebounding and rim protection. Now, obviously, everybody's excited, but within the last 24 hours, we have definitely heard a lot about how Kobe Bryant is probably somewhere mad. He's probably so upset that LeBron James is on the Lakers and people are already saying that he's the greatest Laker ever. Well, it looks like Kobe Bryant is exposing haters thoroughly today, because Kobe Bryant did just react to LeBron James coming to the Lakers, and here's what he said. I love it. Listen, here's the thing. The NBA does better when the Lakers are at their highest potential, and for the city of LA, it's important for us to have that star power. Jerry West was here, Elgin Baylor was here, Wilt Chamberlain was here, Magic Johnson was here, Kareem was here, Shaq was here, myself, I was here, and now let's go ahead and carry that forward again. You got LeBron here now. It's his turn now. Hopefully he can, which he will, take this. So
there you go. So RB the Breakdown showing there. I'll watch the video later to hear more about his thoughts on the matter. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite basketball vloggers. Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm not surprised at all that Kobe would be excited that LeBron's coming to LA. He wouldn't be so excited if he was playing in LA, but having retired and not having to worry about all that, dude, you know, you'd be surprised at the loyalty that a player will build to a franchise, especially when the player's been there all his career, like Kobe. Like, it's so rare. 20 years playing for the Lakers. I mean, you don't think that guy doesn't feel like fiercely loyal to the fucking LA Lakers? Are you kidding me, man? I mean, I get all cheered up when the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and you know, I didn't leave blood, sweat, and tears on any court to earn that love and that pain. But he took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to earn the love and the pain that he experiences with with his team, so to speak. So I'm not surprised at all that he's happy LeBron's coming. I mean, hey, I'm a Sixers fan, and the Sixers were in the running, and that ain't right. The Sixers were in the running, and it ain't gonna happen. So I'm still a little sore about that. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go to the next video here. And that's a hairdresser. I'm gonna skip that one. Hey, I got a deleted video. What the heck? What video has been removed by the user? Dang, one of my videos in the YouTube.
A few days ago, I made a video criticizing this.
All right, so this is Tim Pool. Let's just play a little bit here real briefly.
Journalist Peter Walker, and he's responded to my criticism. But first, I want to point out this beautiful shirt that is encouraging all the liberals to get their bike locks to join the bicycle green revolution.
By the way, this is working t-shirt design. T-shirt design could be really, really important to monetizing your stuff. Yeah, I have someone that does really good t-shirt design, and I need to have a conversation about him because we need to go in business because he needs to design t-shirts for my audience, and they buy the t-shirts, and then we get money. See, that's how it works, because there's like 10 people that listened to my show yesterday. I'm sure it's like a hop, skip, and a jump, 10 to 10 million. Probably by, I mean, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but I'm going to say probably by the end of September, I mean, really realistically, probably next week. But I mean, let's just say for the sake of argument, let's just be realistic and say probably by the end of September, I'll probably have 70 million fucking subscribers. PewDiePie will be sucking it. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what he has to say after his advertisement here, which is, I got no issue with advertisements. Dude, you're not showing me stuff, man. That ain't right. Show me the previews. There we go.
Tweeted, some curious man with too much time on his hands, who has produced a YouTube video calling me a slimy journalist, is now complaining on Twitter that I never responded to him. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018. Hear, hear, Peter Walker. Now, I certainly called him a slimy journalist, and I responded to Mr. Walker. I sent a request to The Guardian as to their official stance on the alt-right and your statement calling them robust libertarians. The Guardian did not respond. In your effort to smear one group, you defended the alt-right. Now, this is stemming from a story where he wrote about Count Dankula and said that Count Dankula was linked to the alt-right. For those that aren't familiar, the alt-right is clearly defined by the Associated Press, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the Anti-Defamation League, and every aggregate source on Wikipedia. You don't have to agree with any of that sources, but the point is, when you have all of these different...
All right, so... man, I gotta say, this is basically a journalist who came out with a story lumping Dankula and Sargon into, well, basically the journalist, the article, the gist of the article was basically this. Well, listen, man, we understand some people define the alt-right as being this rigid thing, which is, they're overt racists. They're white supremacists and nationalists, and he wants to basically broaden the definition of alt-right, and he doesn't want to be pinned down as to what the definition of the alt-right is. It's up to the newspaper. Every newspaper has different standards. It's called the AP standard, or I don't know if I don't know if across the sea they use AP, but in America we have the AP standard. I don't know the European stuff as well, but I'm sure they have it. If not AP standard, even, it might very well be AP standard. So don't tell me about the whole newspapers get to define what it means, and this is a favorite trick of the word basically the word deist wranglers. Yep. And so this guy is doing the work of a word deist wrangler. Now, he's probably not an actual word deist angler, or a wrangler, so much as he is a well-trained lackey who imagines that he's acting of his own free will, but he's been properly conditioned through a hard-won process to produce the type of reactions that he's producing right now, which is to go through the process of the dumbing down of the world so that you can more easily change word deity definitions without changing the power of the word deity itself. And a word deity is really anything that it's a hot button. It fills you with some sort of strong impulse that attacking the very word deity itself could produce a violent reaction, like capitalism. Go tell someone that I don't really care about the word capitalism. Screw it. Stupid word. And its history and definition is not as neat as you imagine. It's because capitalism is one of them word deities. And what this guy's talking about doing is, and some word deities are new, and some word deity, the ones that are more that have been around generation after generation across cultural divides. Yeah, those are ones you really want to master. But you get through there in a path through the other word deities. Like in this case, the word deity is alt-right. And the alt-right label has come to mean they've initially they very narrowly they kind of agreed to terms. You didn't hear too many people like trying to go outside of the definitions of what alt-right were, but you saw some. And the word, it built an incredible stigma. Charlottesville certainly helped build it's basically alt-right means racist. It means punch a Nazi. In this case, you're favoring punching a Nazi. It's putting them in this category of do not, they are the untouchables. They are the beneath your contempt. You don't negotiate with them, you bust them down. That's the connotation that the word alt-right has for many people. And they're not all leftist anarchist either. There's plenty of people well within the statist Democrat Party coalition, of which this guy's one of the members of that coalition. So they've defined the term. They've helped through a whole mass marketing effort. Many of which is again, all these levels, you got so many people that it's not like somebody even has to design a strategy so much as all you got to do is you start a certain narrative and you kind of make it clear this is the narrative, and people are going to do what they do, and they're going to express that narrative the way they express that narrative. And where you have to, you apply direction, but as much as possible, you don't want there to be a lot of paperwork about some serious cabal. And the other thing is it'd be really difficult to try to coordinate. So what this guy is doing here is part of his little knee-jerk reaction to the conditions that he's been programmed to respond to, is he wants to now expand the definition of alt-right to pretty much, basically, what it really is anyone that opposes whatever particular political ideology that this guy has, they're now alt-right. And that means that he's just looking to expand the definitions of subhuman so that you could start to condition people to be ready to kill each other or crack each other's skulls in, even if they've been neighbors for 5 years. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm going to leave it at that. I could spend the rest of the show talking about this, but I'm not going to. We're going to shift gears. Okay. So I noted this one. Let me go back to this one. I noticed this one because of my daughter. My daughter and I, we watch videos together, so I see some of the shows that she likes, and like this is a channel I probably never would have even spent time looking after, but and the videos, I really don't necessarily watch these videos like by myself, but if like I'm not even subscribed to her, but I when I watch videos with my daughter where she shows me stuff she likes, I like when she picks this woman, because even though I don't particularly like the topic, I really like her delivery, I like her style, I like the way that they do their editing. This is a really cool channel. I haven't subscribed to it again just because the content is just so I don't really care too much about this stuff, but still I made a note of this because now I saw today that one of her videos was the third ranked trending video for the day. So I thought that was pretty cool, and showed it to my daughter, and yeah, see, this is who she is. They're trying a full face of Japanese drugstore makeup. So I'm going to go to the end, of course, because that's what I fucking do. Okay. So let's go. Let's do this. Get to the end here. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's start here. All right, come on.
Feels really nice. It smells like pretty much nothing at all, and I think it looks pretty complementary to the rest of the look. Can make is also pretty affordable, so it's good for the price. All right, so this is my full Japanese drugstore makeup look. In general, I actually really like this look. It's definitely very different from how I usually do my makeup, and overall, I think that Japanese makeup trends are more cheery and puffy, if that doesn't sound too weird, than American makeup trends right now. Like my under eyes are a little puffy. I'm sort of flushed around here. Japan and all of the videos that we made from along with your name to Sophia's new tattoo at
when I watch with my daughter, I love it because she's entertaining, and so even though I'm watching stuff I don't necessarily like, I really. So now we're gonna get to a little music here, just a little snippet of a song here.
These are my
Okay, yeah, okay, good. It started in the beginning, so I'm going to play just a brief snippet. Check this band out. Lovely, the band. This is the second song, I believe, that they have had in Paul Gordon's Top 100 Songs of the Week. This is their latest song. This is, I think it's like around like number 34 or something around there. It's fast moving. It's only like its second or third week in the Top 100. And just for a reference, I have about 150 to 180 songs that are nominated to be in the top 100, and there's plenty of decent songs that don't even get in my top 100.
These are my friends, these are my friends, I love them, I love them. These are my friends, these are my friends, I love them, I love them.
Yeah, I wish I could play more. I'm not going to try to play more than that because people are butts. My IPs, damn IPs. If IP was not a thing, there'd be so many hodgepodge creations out there. Different versions of things, and oh man, it would be a creative dynamo. It would be so freaking awesome, But anyway, you people like your IPs because you're fucking Nazis. Okay, I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't think that you're a Nazi if you're for IP. I just think that you're not woke yet. That's what it is. You're not fucking woke.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Welcome.
Okay, so I watch him occasionally. There was a period of time when I liked him. I watched him more. This is Philip DeFranco, and it's this thing that he does, this segment that he does is like, it's just, I don't know, got old. Let's just watch briefly. You tell me, because I think it's kind of...
Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about today, one of the most requested stories from just the past week, is an update around the TanaCon Tana Mojo disaster. And essentially, I've been in a holding pattern to talk about this story because all the kind of official statements. But that said, two, to properly break down the situation and what everyone is saying versus what reality is, I need more time. But three, while I have your attention, for those that do care about this story and then they're kind of trying to place blame here or there or saying, oh, you know, it really wasn't this person's fault or not.
Okay.
If I had known you were reporting for a national paper, I never would have been so forward. Those were the words that were spoken to an advance reporter by Justin Trudeau, son of former Prime Minister.
Okay.
I'm surprised that there were not followers.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get into this venue. But that appears to be what they were hoping for and what Tana was excited by. But that said, if you haven't watched the docuseries after today's show, highly recommend it. And two, yes, there's a lot more I want to say on this story.
Okay, so there you go. The Sean Dawson, he did a series where he actually interviewed her and did all kinds of crazy stuff. And if you don't know the drama, man, it's TanaCon. It was created by this Tana Mojan, whatever the heck her name is, man. I don't even care what her name is, but she created this conference, this video YouTube type conference, basically, right at the same place, the same time as VidCon, which is YouTube's huge, mega huge convention. So it was ill prepared, and 5,000 people showed up, and it was pretty horrible, pretty disastrous. And Sean Dawson is like one of the most liked people, I would say, overall, one of the most liked people on the YouTubes. Yeah, he's like coming in and helping her, trying to help rescue her, because pretty much people want to crucify this Tana girl, and he's coming in trying to save her, and I'm not sure he should. But anyway, I'm not going to go too much deeper into that, but that's probably a story that's going to keep coming up in our world here.
Belgium through to the quarterfinals, just as we would expected. Not quite, though.
Okay, so let's see. This one's a little... Let's just go there. You see, there's the video. This is ESPN. Belgium stunned Japan in final seconds to win 3-2 and reach 2018 World Cup quarterfinals. So let's listen... Let's hear how these guys describe this here, if they're going to show us.
In the manner that we thought in which it was going to happen.
Okay.
What a game, Craig.
Another great game.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we had the big bat out, ready to smash Belgium.
Yeah.
Ready to hammer them, particularly for the defending, but to get back into the game.
Okay, you're not going to have headlines
Belgium,
or any highlights.
For the first goal where he...
So, basically, okay, we proper folks. They're not really proper. But, you know, American, you know, if you have a Cockney accent, you're fucking proper, okay? Because that's how we roll. But anyway, I watched this game. I happened to watch this game, and I was rooting for Japan because Japan hadn't been there. Japan was the heavy underdog, and Belgium was by far, I think they're considered like the third best team in the world right now. So they're a powerhouse, I guess. I didn't know, but they are apparently. And Japan went up 2-0, and Belgium scored late in the game, at less than a few minutes apart. They scored to tie it up, and then with what would turn out to be the last seconds of the game, Belgium scores a goal and wins the game. So, you know what? Let me see if I can get Belgium-Japan headlines, because it's worth seeing. It really is. Yeah, let's get these. Let's get these puppies here. 90 and 90 highlights. All right. Let's see.
Deflected, Lukaku! Lukaku still looking for it, and finally it's pounced on by on this right side.
Hold on.
Belgium trying to come back. Finally it's pounced on by Kawashima. Shibasaki's pass.
Let's start watching from here.
Haraguchi shooting! Score!
Yeah.
Haraguchi leads Japan 1-0.
So the first half is like, it's somewhat dominated by Belgium. They controlled the ball in their zone for the most part. But Japan had its strong moments. And then so to come out like 2 minutes into the second half and score a goal, you think, oh, this doesn't look good for Belgium. Yeah.
Belgium trying to come back. Numbers 4 to the box. Aiden Hazard off the post. Cover on the ball, left it off. Shot taken.
And oh my gosh, now you're thinking it's over, man. It's over. You went down 2-0. You're pretty much done. Okay, the best you can hope for is 2-1, but you're done.
Still anyone's ball. Vertonghen in the air. Plays it back post. Vertonghen. Belgium are back in.
Wow, that was an incredible goal. That was.
And finds the back of the net.
I don't know if that was skill or luck, but it looked pretty.
Plays it across. Header.
And then just a few minutes later, suddenly we're tied up.
How many times have we seen Marouane Fellaini in this spot?
But the thing is, even though they were tied up, it was like Japan was playing good at this point. I mean, they were both getting their chances, but after this point, Japan didn't look like a team that had given up. They were playing pretty decent.
Get on the end of Bron.
The referee. It's in on the right. Shadley again.
Oh man, I coughed. I apologize. I forgot I was even recording. Yeah. There it is. Dude. You can see that 93-44. So they would have a celebration, and Japan would be setting up to kick off and maybe have one more rush. But they never even got to touch the ball. They whistled and said, nope, that's it. Game over. Belgium came back and won. Pretty dramatic stuff, man. Let me get back to my list, dude. All right. Dude, don't
Belgium.
Suck you beautiful bastard. Hope you're having a fan.
You beautiful
Belgium
Phil.
through to the
That's
quarterfinals
great.
just as well as the two.
So what do we got next?
Game,
Come on,
right?
dude.
Another great game.
Yeah.
Shut it. Shut your pie hole. We're going to the next one. We're going to SpaceX. Oh, okay. I'm going to read. I'm going to do a little reading here. I'm going to leave it on the list thing here. All right. Good music. A SpaceX capsule carrying an artificial robot arrived at the International Space Station. The robot is called Simone, and it is slightly bigger than a basketball. And NASA confirmed the docking occurred at such and such time over Quebec, Canada. I'm trying to read that. Also on board the capsule are coffee, ice cream, and mice. Good combination. It will be delivering more than 5,900 pounds of mice, now of research and supplies. It reached the station 3 days after launching from Cape Canaveral, Florida. And then it shows a picture of it looming in the sky. It's a feathered sky. In the
I'll get that little piece of dandruff.
Okay, I don't know what the heck is up with that little thing that they showed at the end there. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty weird. A little snippet for you. All right, now we're nearing the end of the show.
Brett here.
I don't know what I'm walking into here. I'm going to listen to a couple things and then say something about Dr. Jordan Peterson.
Incredibly interesting week. Last Wednesday, Dave Rubin invited me to join him on stage in Bellevue, Washington for a comedy and question.
See, I get this thing from these guys. These Jordan Petersons and this guy and a few others, they're kind of like, actually Dave Rubin, I think, is one of the worst. They kind of get into this self-congratulatory, like they're part of the intellectual dark web. I mean, it just seems so very. Can I say fey without being called like a homophobe? Fey is like a kind of word you use for someone who seemed a bit of the genteel persuasion despite having a male outcome, so to speak. I hid that sneeze. I turned away and hid that sneeze. I did that for you, the people. That's from food. That food. Don't worry. The food review channel that I'm referring to will show up on this show eventually, and then he'll get the credit that he deserves. But yeah, they're like kind of like, man, we're doing something. This is historic. We're a movement. This is a fantastic fucking thing here. We're like, they're gonna be remembering us like they remember like the great, like when Thomas Jefferson spoke to people in bars and stuff. It'll be like that. Like when Jefferson spoke in bars with people and stuff. Yeah. Pretty much.
Event, which was, there's definitely something going on. All of the audiences in these various venues were utterly enthusiastic, and they appeared to be enthusiastic about the breakdown of the tired sense-making apparatus that we've all been stuck with for so long, and its replacement by something new, interesting, and unpredictable. If you haven't been to one of these live events, I highly recommend it. I think you will discover something very exciting is afoot. If you can't get to one of these live events, and maybe even if you can, I would recommend looking into the Rubin Report with Eric Weinstein, Ben Shapiro, and Jordan Peterson, and one prior to that with Jordan Peterson and Eric Weinstein. Both of those discussions are of quite a new sort. I think we're really breaking new ground, and lots of positions that have previously been thought to be unreconcilable are beginning to converge on some kind of new
between the left and the right.
It's very hopeful. Now I want to say a few words about the debates in Vancouver.
With the caveat being that all of the people in this conversation, the ultimate solution is to still rely on the coercive enterprise. So that's a huge caveat. So I'm more interested just in trying to understand, because I think at some level these guys, because of their positions, their audiences, that not so much because they have terribly original ideas. I don't necessarily think that they do. I think they're like maybe like 40 or 50 years behind, like what people who actually think about alternatives to coercive enterprise models have been thinking about and talking about. And I think in their minds, they think they're the cutting edge, exploring the edge of the human governance potential. Nope, your ideas are not all that. When you talk about what some of these guys, some more than others, when somebody like Jordan Peterson or even this guy, Eric Weinstein, and his brother, when they talk about roots of theoretical roots of why individuals behave a certain way, and you can expect certain results and the dynamics in human nature. They got a lot of great stuff, but whenever they start shifting to talk about actual solutions, applying, their application sucks. I'll just say that. I'm not like, this isn't a thesis. I'm not going to, I just said, bro, back it up. Yeah, how does their application suck? Well, I mean, Jordan Peterson with the whole, the makeup thing. Yeah. Where he was being interviewed by whatever it is, anyway, he was being interviewed. What the heck was the name of that? That's really bothering me. Why can't I remember? So he was being interviewed, and in the interview he was talking about, it was with Vice, and he was talking about makeup. And he went to this place where he was talking about, well, what a woman's makeup is. And he just basically boiled it down to, it's about sex. The woman is sending sexual signals. Now, by the way, you'd have to understand, he's not condoning it, nor is he saying that it's okay or that it's not okay. He's saying this is what he believes fundamentally about, this is what this is about deep down. And this is where he loses me, when he makes these really, really broad assumptions, where he'll latch on to a couple potential causations and then declare that's all it is. And I think that's what he's done here. Now, maybe in other speeches where he was not being interviewed by Vice, he had a more nuanced statement than what he had with Vice. But if you listen to the interview, it's like, they didn't mince it. I mean, the guy really believes, if you take him at his word in that interview, that the only reason women wear makeup at some base level is that it sends a sexual signal. And I don't think it necessarily always sends a sexual signal. There is that element, certainly, but it also sends other messages. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, depending on what type of work you're trying to get done. But I tell you, a woman who is dressed well, who has decent, a decent application of makeup, not too much, not too little. And again, I'm not saying I'm for this at all. I'm not pro or con makeup one way, shape, or form. Whether you're male or female, I don't care. So I am not at all taking a position on whether this is a good thing or not. But I believe that I'm speaking about a reality, an aspect of makeup, of why women wear makeup at work, and I think that it doesn't just send a sexual message, because honestly, if you are not, by whatever societal and cultural standards exist, if you are not considered an attractive person, wearing makeup to work is still highly advantageous, or at least it has been. I don't know how long that'll be the case. It could change, but it sends a message that you're organized, that you're disciplined, that you put the effort to put forth something that looks crafted, intentional, manufactured, so to speak. There's other elements to why it is that you would want to, whether it's makeup or some form of appearance enhancement, I'll say. They come in many forms, and makeup is just a form of appearance enhancements using, well, what are all the materials that go into makeup? I don't even know what they are. It's probably like whale sperm probably is somewhere in there. I think we've established that. But yeah, there is some weird stuff in it, though. you might want to say, like, the Northern Ridge octopus liver. No, you mean octopus liver? No, just that. I'm making this up, by the way, folks, so don't Google this shit. No. It's the Northern Ridge octopus, and its particular liver. It produces a certain type of enzyme that only it and it alone produces, and it basically makes things sparkle. It adds sparkle. So now, like, every cosmetic out there has this liver contained in them. So, wow, that's pretty sad. I don't know if we really want to do that. So, I don't know. I lost my train of thought, and I was talking about Jordan Peterson, and he's cool, except he's overreaching, and he's just filled with confidence. I don't like it. So I think that's all I'm going to say about this right now. I'm sure I have more stuff to say about Jordan Peterson. I have more stuff to say about almost everything on this podcast. So be sure you tune in and watch regularly, because, you're going to learn more, even if you don't want to. There are those of you that have already been programmed that just by the sound of my voice, your first response to me is, here's my banking ID number. Trust me. It's for your own good. All right. And I'm going to end it there. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. I'm assuming that you watched the video, because if you didn't watch the video, what the freak dog is your problem? But I thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, be sure you subscribe to the Paul Gordon YouTube channel. Yes, I'm the dude that looks like he wants to go to Somalia, but it's just a joke. It's just a t-shirt, okay? Don't get triggered. I don't want to go to Somalia. Maybe sometime I'll talk about Somalia. And, there's probably a lot of stuff there that you've never heard of about Somalia. Good night, everybody.